Today's a special day.
It's new bike day. Hey, it's Troy and Andrea here. And now that we've decided to continue this adventure, ride longer trails, travel farther and farther away from home, we decided it was time for me to have a new bike. So I've been researching, we've been test riding different bikes, we've been traveling, we've gone to Alabama, Mississippi, looking for the specific bike that I've decided that I wanted. It is nowhere to be found because of COVID and the great bike shortage of 2020. We didn't think I'd have this bike until next year. Every place we've called and checked into or driven to go find it, they've all said that everybody's bought these bikes. They paid for them before they ever even saw it, before it ever even got in. So it's been a little bit of a challenge.
And I just felt like, well, there's got to be somebody out there who has the bike or at least can get a lead on one or something. So I got on Trek's website and I looked up stores near us, and there's a couple that are near us, but I went a little further out and I called up one down in Fort Walton Beach, Bob Cycles. And I called up and I said, listen, I know bikes are short and it's difficult, but I got a very specific bike that I'm looking for. And he said, all right, what you looking for? So I told him, and he said, I'll call you right back. A few minutes later, he called me back and he said, do you play the lottery? Because you should play the lottery. Because I walked over and that exact bike is sitting right here in a box. And I said, I'll be right there. And so I took off that day and went down and paid for the bike. And so today, we're gonna go down there and we're gonna pick up Andrea's new bike.
In case you can't tell from the stupid mask, I'm excited! I have a bike to pick up today.
What's the bike?
Bradlin.
New bike or repair?
New bike.
Did you wear the matching shirt on purpose?
I do like red.
This is
Oh, wow, it just goes.
yep, yeah, so easy up and down.
Wow.
Gonna go for a ride and check it out?
Oh, yeah. So let me tell you about this sweet ride and why I bought a new bicycle today. This is the Trek Verve 2 Disc Lowstep in Rage Red. Now this has a Tektro hydraulic disc brake. It has a Shimano Altus rear derailleur, Shimano Tourney front derailleur, and then I have the Bontrager 700C wheel. I also have a Bontrager saddle. It's nice and wide and it does have suspension. And I have a blender adjustable stem. Now before we left Bob's Bicycles, we did pick up a few accessories, and we've already added the Bontrager MIK trunk rack, and we put on the Bontrager rear flare, and I got this cute little bell. Okay, so to tell you why I bought this bike, I need to tell you a little bit about my old bike. So this is my Schwinn SX2000. I've had this bike about 15 years. We bought it at Walmart or Target, and it's been a great bike. I like this bike. It's been great for neighborhood rides, short trail rides around, around town. But now that we're venturing out, it's not up to the task for us to ride longer trails and with some elevation. So we have made some adjustments over the last few months while we've been training for these other trails. Troy has, he has changed my tires. So I've had a better tire for the roads that we've been on. We have added the trunk rack. He has made several adjustments in my seat and in my handlebars. The biggest change was the butterfly handlebars, which I really do like. It gives me all kinds of ways to hold on to it. And you know, we added the fun stuff like the rack and the cell phone holder. My biggest challenge is that no matter what adjustments Troy made, it did get me up a little bit more upright, but I had to force myself to be upright. I wanted a bike that put me naturally upright, and that's what the Verve 2 does for me. So that was my number one thing that I was looking for in a new bike. The other thing is these wheels are much smaller. I have a bigger wheel, so now with less effort I can go further, and it's going to be a more even balance for Troy and I to ride evenly together. The seat is nice and wide. It's nice and high. It has shock absorption in it. Even though I do not have the suspension here, because I'm upright and I have it in my seat, it's not going to be necessary. So the second most important thing I wanted out of a new bike was the situation with the bar. I have short legs. Getting off my bike, I felt like I was going to injure myself if I had a bar here, and with this low step option, it's perfect for me. And the third reason I went with this bike is because of the hydraulic disc brakes. Now my old bike has rim brakes, and on the elevation, it was a little scary for me with having the rim brakes when we were on the elevation recently. So anyway, those are my top 3 reasons why I went with this bike. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get out on the trails and find new adventures on my new Trek Verve 2. I thank you for joining me today on New Bike Day. Please like and subscribe so you can follow Troy and myself on our little adventures.